Hey guys, so today NHL Free Agency opens up, so that's pretty exciting. So I thought do a little video just talking about everything going on right now. Do a noon update, and then maybe I'll do an update tonight, and just really kind of tackle this when I think the dust is settled on like all the major players. But so far, I think the big ones to talk about are really Eric Carlson, Sergei Bobrovsky. For me, those are the big guys on the market, in my opinion. Uh, those are franchise changing players. If Eric Carlson can keep healthy, he can really impact a D and he can really bring a lot of offense. And if you're talking a guy who could potentially, when paired with the right team, the right situation, could put up 30 goals and maybe 70 to 85 points. I mean, we're talking about an amazing player. And Sergei Bobrovsky is a guy who could come in and say, okay, all right, I'll put the team on my back. And if you give me any kind of defense, we'll have a pretty good situation going on. It would have been really nice, in my opinion, if the Flyers hadn't signed Elliott and considered signing Bobrovsky. I know you got your new guy, and Carter Hart's the guy, but we have yet to see. I'd like to. I would have loved to see Bob's return because that could have been such a story. Because he used to be on the Flyers, and people forget that they traded him away when he wasn't really panning out, and they're like, "Oh, Briz is our guy." The next season, Ilya Brizgalov became a meme, but he is one of my favorite players of all time. I love Briz and I love Bob's, but Briz, his off the ice stuff, man, that's the gold right there. But I'm really excited to see where Bob's goes also because that can really change the league because we saw the value of goaltending this past season. You have good defense, quality, strong, hard hitting players up front, and you just play great goaltending, and that's kind of what Boston and the Blues did to get there. That's how they really put things together. I'm really excited to see how this offseason goes. So far, my Capitals have already dealt away, and they've dealt two guys away, and we've had one guy retire. So all of a sudden, it's like, well, new team next year. As long as we got Ovi, though, we know he'll put up 50 goals and we'll be okay scoring. And as long as well, I was just about to run through our defensemen, and then I just realized we're down a couple. Yeah, wow, Niskanen. I think the Flyers got a really good player there. I wish him well. I think he'll do a good job. I mean, he's been a very solid defenseman. I think he's one of the most underrated defensemen in the league. He's been a really stand-up guy for the Capitals, but his cap was going to be a little bit of a problem. And I know the Caps got to re-sign a couple guys. But good for Niskanen. Orpik retiring, that's kind of sad because he was really instrumental in that Cup victory. And I remember, well, no, he got what suspension in that Penguins series. Was that against the Penguins? Let me know down in the comments if I'm right or wrong. But I'm just really excited to see how this season's going to play out and to see what kind of like franchise altering decisions are going to happen here. I think it'll be really interesting to see what happens with Nylander. Is that who we're watching for the Maple Leafs? It's Nylander? No, Mitch Marner. It'll be really interesting to see what he does because I mean I think he's a great young player and he could develop and be a franchise altering player. Maple Leafs I think need to re-sign him, but if they don't, I think people are saying he might get like 12 mil, and I mean that's gonna be big compensation. I think that's a first this year and next. Might even be first 3 rounds this year and next. I have to check. But looks like the Penguins just signed Brandon Tanev to a 6-year deal. I guess they really needed to because they just dealt Kessel away. That was a bit of a shock, but yeah, Kessel's getting older, and I guess they're going younger. Flyers are getting rid of Schlemko. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I think the Blackhawks just made a move to get Andrew Shaw. Okay, that's interesting. Wasn't he on the Blackhawks before? I can't remember. I'm sorry. I I want to really get back into diving into hockey and stuff. Not that I haven't been paying attention. This playoff series was amazing, and I was really excited and happy to see how things went. Although the Capitals didn't win, I just really want to dive a little deeper and get into that like next level with some of my hockey stuff. I want to do some hockey content, and I want to try and tackle how things are going, and maybe NHL. And I have season tickets to the Royals, and I go up there all the time, so I might try some ECHL stuff, try some Royals stuff, but really like dive into hockey a little bit more. It's my favorite sport. I do love football, baseball also, and I'm a big fan of them. And I really like all sports. I'm not anti-sports. It's just like I'd say those are like my favorite. And I do love soccer, especially like soccer tournaments are very fun to watch. But I'd say I do keep up with hockey, but I need to get better. So here's free agent signing season, and I guess I'll talk to you guys later about some decisions of where people decide to go. And real quick, Mike Smith signs a 1-year contract with who? I guess Calgary? Guess he's going back. I have the NHL Network on. It's just I can't show the TV and the footage and stuff because copyrights and stuff. But really excited. And I'm gonna do a draft recap too, and I'm gonna really try to dive in and see and talk about who did good things. Oh no, Mike Smith, Oilers signed him for a 1-year, $2 million deal. Good for him. No, he'll go there. He'll I mean, he'll immediately make their goalkeeping a little better. Oilers were kind of bad last year. Wow. Okay, cool, awesome. Well, guys, this has been real. I'll get back to some more recap later, but this is our noon update. All right. See you later.